My presentation today is about photography. I know there's been a lot of presentations about photography, but it's more to do with what is the role of editing in pictures, why we do it. Every time I post pictures online, people ask me questions. Was it really like this when you click the picture? Was the sky so colorful or the contrast so high? Obviously, I tell them no. And then they ask me questions like, why do you edit your pictures so much? And the kind of people who ask me these questions are from two ends of the spectrums. Artsy amateurs, people who are just trying to understand photography, are getting into liking visual arts, and very senior photographers who have had decades of experience. And you can imagine with what tones they ask. Now, I'm going blank. Yes. Let's call these two groups as purists, and people like me, people who think that editing is all right. Let's call themselves editors. I didn't really have much text to put on, so I put a scary picture of mine, so I'll get your attention. Now, where am I? Okay, I really have to wait. I'm blanking out. Yes. In the process of photography, an image takes many different forms, from the point of perception to the point you publish. Be it film photography or digital photography, there are lots and lots of forms. So, what is this real picture? What is it? Why people say that people keep saying keep your picture real, but where do we stop? Should we stop there or whatever form? Now, the point I'll get to that. I'll explain what a real picture is. But before that, understand this. Human perception is unreplicable. You do not see things in rectangular frame. You do not see things in black and white or sepia. You do not see grain. And you definitely see far more number of colors than any camera available. So a photograph is not about what you see. It's about what you want to represent. A photograph is a mere representation of what you want to express. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what process you follow, be it film photography, digital photography, you edit it or not. It's all about the expression of it. In spite of understanding this, people ask questions like these. Now, why they do that? I think this sort of explains it. People have become so content or so comfortable in their comfort zone that they don't want to learn new things. That is what I believe. They don't want to learn new techniques. They say, just because you know editing, you don't do editing, or just because you have better camera, you click better pictures. It's not that. Furthermore, photography, when photography started off, we used to use this 35mm film cameras. Now we use this amazing capabilities, digital cameras, and we do a lot of amazing stuff with that. What has happened is that photography has evolved along with technology. And it was just about documentation earlier, clicking war pictures, clicking portraits of dukes or families. Now there are a lot more genres. There's wedding, there's fashion photography, motivating women to dress up well so that my days are pleasant. And along with this evolution, a lot of new techniques have come. The pictures that I want to click today cannot be done with the techniques that are done in previous decades. And I believe photographers, I believe they're artists. And as artists, you need to evolve with art. You cannot get stuck up in time. I think one of the biggest enemies an artist has is his reluctance to learn new things, reluctance to learn new techniques of art. Now, what also it helps, the evolution of art has also helped me take my mind away from the technical aspects about how to do this, rather than it makes me think about what I can do. It makes my mind think more on the lines of the aesthetics, how better pictures I can take. Editing also helps me get the essence of the photograph. It is not about the details of the pictures always. It's about getting the emotion out. That is what I tend to do with my photographs. So sometimes black and white works, sometimes sepia works, sometimes some weird fancy colors works. I think that is what photographs helps me do. Now, I think I've said most of the points that I wanted to say. These are some of the pictures that I have edited that I just want to share. I didn't really have much to put on the slide, so enjoy them. Yes, the picture was actually not like this. I've hiked up the colors because I really wanted to express how good I felt when I was at the beach at that point. I've recently started doing a lot of fashion photography. She's a friend of mine. I've been doing a lot of shoots with her. And I like bright colors. I like vivid colors. And most of the colors over here are pretty much real. Not much of the picture is edited. Few elements in the background I've added so that the picture will look much more dramatic. Believe it or not, there's not much editing in this picture except slight correction in the color. This was actually one of the Strobis meets I did with a few of my friends over here, and I like doing pictures like these. You know, something very abstract, something surreal, something vivid, something very flat or minimalistic. Now I know this picture will get me a lot of laughs. I didn't really have many girlfriends around me to click this picture. I just wanted to explore a lot of editing techniques, and this is what I did. And believe me, it got me lots of jokes, and I'm pretty sure I'll get a lot of jokes after this. Um, and I do a lot of exploring with my editing skills. Captioning, yes. One of the things we subconsciously do and have been doing ever since photography started is captioning the images. Now, you do not realize this, but in a way, you're actually manipulating an audience perspective into what you feel for the image. To you, it may look like a sunrise or sunset, but if you read the caption below, you'll understand it's more about the emotion of what somebody is trying to convey. There's actually another picture of this. I call this as a murder studio series. There's another picture where I actually slit my throat and there's a lot of blood on the floor. I didn't want to put it because it's nighttime and people get scared. And this is also something I do with photography. I just try to keep exploring more and more with my editing techniques. These are a group of my friends, very close friends of mine. We clicked this when I was in office at the terrace. And I like making posters. I like making portraits which has text on them. And yeah, we call our groups the Yadava. So I just wanted to put a nice title, make the picture look really dramatic. Do not try this at home. If you have friends, do it, who can really take humor. Otherwise, it is really illegal. Do not do it. And have fun. That's what I try to do with editing. I try to have a lot of fun with my photographs. I edit them. I do crazy stuff. Some of them I cannot really display. Thank you. It's been a great pleasure sharing my work with you.